Hello everyone, this is the Phantom Collector, uncensored dot collector, if you find us on YouTube. Thanks for watching. This is our first podcast, so with this face made for radio, it's going to be the first time to be online doing this as a test, so we'll see how this goes. Today I've got JP with me,
aka the Shaolin Tiger.
There we go. And I have not met anyone in my 40 odd years of life that knows more about He-Man, Thundercats, 80s stuff like Turtles than this man right here. So it's an honor for me to have him here and play with some toys today. So yeah, I mean, you can give yourself an introduction as well as a little bit of background.
Yeah, I'm JP, aka the Shaolin Tiger. Was a big He-Man, MOTU fan when I was a kid. Also Thundercats, the two mystical swords from the two different genres. They were a very, very, very big part of my youth growing up. And gave some of my toys to my kids, and my son grew up watching the 80s He-Man as well, and the 80s Thundercats, Turtles, and the like. And I've just replaced my old vintage stuff with the new origins that Mattel has brought out, and I'm very happy that they have crossed over with Thundercats.
Yeah, no, like I said, Thundercats has been my thing. I remember back in the day getting these He-Man figures and all that stuff, but I was a farm boy. So for me, it was fun to play with, but also nice to put on top of a pole and see how far away I can get and shoot them with a pellet gun. Yeah, surprisingly, I was not into the collecting back in the day. And now, if you've got them, keep them. If not, reach out to Toy Master. We always got guys looking for them. And it's brilliant because it's nostalgia.
Absolutely.
Our age, when we were younger, we could only get what our parents could get or afford, and we're lucky enough to get. I mean, it was a blessing to get this stuff. A lot of people didn't. So yeah, I mean, it's now at that age where it's still in the back of the mind. You remember doing or having them and playing with them. And now you can afford to buy them. They're a little bit different, which we'll go through. Obviously, as technology advances and that type of stuff and modernization happens, things happen to DC. And it's just a lot of fun and we can afford them, so we buy them. And most of the time we don't play with them, but he's here because he opens all his stuff. So this is the wave 1, right?
This is wave 1, indeed. Chitara, Lion-O, and Battle Cat Man. And then there is also a deluxe we do not have here yet, and that is the Skelly Ra. It is not exactly part of wave 1. It's considered as a deluxe figure, as far as I know.
Yeah, and then in wave 2, it's Panthro, Tigra,
and He-Man.
Oh, and He-Man himself.
Yeah, a nice He-Man mashup where they've got a nice combining of the two power swords of Sword of Omens and the power sword from MOTU. A beautiful mashup there of the two swords. And it doesn't look too bad, actually.
Oh, brilliant. Has Battlecat Man ever been produced before?
Not to my knowledge. Not as a MOTU X Thundercats figure. I believe it has been done in the Masters of the Universe Classics line.
Okay.
I think there was a Battlecat Man, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, if you guys know, drop some comments. It'll be interesting to see. In my opinion, I didn't know about it. I mean, I remember He-Man and Thundercats 83, 85. And then I never knew it existed till about 2 years ago. I missed out on 2000X and all this, and a reboot of Thundercats, all stuff that I still would love to get the time to watch.
That was actually quite sad. The 2000 Thundercats was rebooted in 2008. It was a beautiful drawn cartoon. Okay. The episodes weren't one and done. next episode is a new story. The story carried through the entire series.
Okay, almost like the new Revolutions and Revelations and all that
and
stuff.
it was a legitimate story. But I think the time slot that they put it on in the mornings overseas where it was created was not viable. And after, I think it was 24 episodes, I'm standing very much under correction, they cancelled it. And it was pretty sad to see it go. It was a completely different take on the original. The characters were the same. But yeah, completely different take. It was a very, very decent storyline, in my opinion. But there are a lot of people that have their own opinions that don't like it. So because it's not, they don't feel it's that true to the original. So
was it ever aired here though?
No.
Yeah, because like I say, unless you were really into it, like that's why you got the expertise you've got.
Yeah.
Someone like me who didn't like follow it up, but would never catch it when in the time slots I would watch TV or hear about it. That, like I said, it passed me by. Even when you spoke about He-Man Classics range, I didn't know about it either. About a year and odd ago. So
I didn't know about it either. When I gave my toys to my kid, my wife made me a promise that I could buy new ones for myself, and only then did I know or find out there was a Masters of the Universe Classics, and that was also around about 2013, 2014. It was long before the Origins range that we know now that has come out.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Like I said, I don't know if it's the not licensed or not interested or whatever it was that it never came here, but I think it would have been a wider, I wouldn't say demand, but a wider fan base. If, we a generation, then there's like zero generation. And now again, like after 30 years, they're pushing it again, 30, 40 years. They're pushing
100%.
it.
No, 100%.
So they missed out a lot in South Africa. So, a lot of people say mid between teen and our age, they don't know what Thundercats is. They don't know what He-Man is. They don't know, the stuff. And it's a pity that stuff didn't get shown here. Like, you got more of a hype on, like, Turtles, because Turtles, every single Turtle series, TV, movie, from 80s to now has been on our screens.
That has rebooted, like, 5 or 6 different times since 1990s.
And yet it's something that actually shows here.
Yeah.
But the other stuff, like your He-Man reboots and your Thundercat reboots and whatever else rebooted that I'm not even aware of, just, totally blank slated here by us, which sucks, but so it goes. But yeah, so we're going to do some unboxing and all that stuff and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Right, let me know where you want to start.
Yeah, we can start.
We can start with the main O, Lion O.
So yeah, MOTU have brought out. Let's start with this. MOTU have brought out the Thundercats Lino or Thundercats MOTU crossover. It is stunning packaging. It's got the Masters of the Universe motif with a shattering rocks in the background, although these are blue. I would suspect it's supposedly Third Earth. Beautiful coloring on the background. And then if we flip it around, we can see some beautiful card art of Lino, and here's Skelra in the background. So yeah, very, very beautiful figure, very beautiful box art. I like the fact that it's got a black back motif.
Okay.
In the background.
Yeah, it pops the color.
Yes, it does. Definitely does. And the figures are more, to my feeling, it stands out a bit more.
Okay. And on the card art, there's normally some sort of secret hidden or some future release in there, which is pointed out is the Skeleton Ra or Skelra.
The Skelra, yeah.
Which is a deluxe figure and not part of the 3 of Wave 1. But you'll find as we go through the other cards, which other figures they are showing that are going to be possibly coming out. So, yeah.
Absolutely. In this case, I don't, from my point of view, and I also don't have my glasses on, so please don't shoot me. I don't see anything that could possibly make reference to anything mystical coming in the future.
Yet.
From this one. So here we have the one version of Lino. I shall be opening him forthwith. He's got his motocross Thundercats harness and loincloth belt on. He's got a bit of a cuff on the one hand. He's got furry boots on, and he's got himself a bit of a visor around his hair and his face.
Which is like more gladiator, more He-Man,
yes,
warrior type.
Very much so. Very much so.
Okay.
And here we've got one that's open already. We took him, and he comes with vintage style parts as well, so you can go completely vintage with him. So you can change his hair up to vintage style, and with his vintage style belt, take off the loincloth and the furry boots, put them all together as he would look like in his vintage style. He's got his claw shield on his belt. You can hook that up. Yeah. Something I'm not too fond of, that I'm a little disappointed in, is the claw shield itself. You'll see that they gave it 4 fingers and a thumb as opposed to...
so it's a full fist. It's not something fist, like on the vintage that clips over the hand.
No, it's not. It replaces the hand completely. But he's got 4 fingers and a thumb, and the original and cartoon versions of Lino only has 3 fingers and a thumb.
Damn, that's interesting,
And a claw, yeah.
Okay.
Also, something I'm not too fond of is the paintwork in between the legs.
Ew. Are you sure that's paintwork?
Yeah, it is paintwork. I think it's supposed to make his onderbroekie look a little bit more fuller, and you'll find that unfortunately on all the figures.
Okay.
It's not just a mispaint or something, but it's
an overlooked issue.
It isn't. It's actually, I think they made it like that. They specifically sprayed it like that. Yeah.
Being overlooked is something that they should have fixed on production and maybe not have gone and put it out that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So now it's standard, which is not ideal. But
one thing I thought was actually funny when I was changing his hair out. He kind of has a look of Captain Jean-Luc Picard from the Starship Enterprise.
Oh God, not Jackie. I'd rather watch Star Wars.
Star Wars, yes. May the Force be with you.
So that versus the vintage. I mean,
I like the detail.
No, the detail's stunning. It's got a Super 7 look on it.
Yes.
Which is nice. Super 7's a previous release type of brand. Separate to Mattel, right?
Yep.
Slightly bigger figures.
Yes.
Slightly more modern and technical look, but they are like what 4 times the price, 5 times the price.
Beautiful. Actually, if I might be understating, you would know better than I. I think they come in at
is really nice.
It's a very nice figure.
I prefer it like that than what we'll show now with the He-Man cross because, like I said, I've been a Thundercat OG fan. So, and I mean, there's the 2 vintages down there. That's another thing. Why is one light and one super orange? I mean, that's just paintwork. But I mean, yeah, that's the difference. Yeah.
Exposed.
I don't know if they can still stand.
There you go, Lino. Take a bow, Lino. So yeah, there's the vintage. It's a little bit smaller than the actual vintage figure. Of course, the vintage had something where the eyes lit up.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't have here today is the ring with the power to light up. I know that Super 7 has brought that out on Mumra and Lino. They are pretty expensive, but definitely on my wish list. Yeah, but I mean, the new ones, the details are stunning. It looks more realistic to the cartoon, I think.
Absolutely.
Obviously, technology changes.
Yes.
So you get the better molds, you get all that type of stuff compared to the vintage. But if you've got the vintage, it is the bomb. Honestly, I love it to bits.
I'll give you The figures are beautifully detailed. They're not as detailed as the Super 7. I think they're called Super 7 Ultimates.
Ultimates, yeah.
Yes. And the Super 7 Ultimates are beautiful, beautiful figures. The matting of the arms and the body armor, as opposed to the old school just plain shine, I love that look. That is phenomenal. They scale the sword nicely, in my opinion.
Yes.
It doesn't feel too short like He-Man's sword. Feels a little on the short side. But other than that, it's stunningly done, in my opinion.
One thing I would have liked is to have the mini sword.
Yes.
Or the
Yes.
the dagger before
Yes.
it turns into the sword.
Yes. That would have been nice.
Like both.
Yes, that would have been
Where
nice.
you can have him like posed with the short one and
Yes.
then swap it out and have the long one. If you know.
One thing on the sword, however, on the one side he'll have the eye the eye is closed.
Okay.
On the one side, and the other side the eye is fully open.
Oh,
And you've got the cat symbol here.
Nice. Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
That is damn cool, man.
It's very, very nice.
That's
very,
why
very awesome figure.
because I miss a lot of the stuff because I'm not that educated on it.
That's what you get for opening, Benny.
Yeah. Well, my Thundercats will be open because and it's gonna go nice with my Lino Mondo.
Oh, let's not go to Mondo. Oh, Mondo.
Mondo will come and do a unboxing. I've still got it in the brown factory sealed case, so I'd like to do a Lino unboxing of that. It's the Mondo's on just next level. We'll definitely get to that at some point, and the other 20 odd He-Man Mondos that I've got.
If you
video.
if you want to pay an arm and a leg, Benny's got you covered. He takes your arms and legs. There's a butchery around the corner here.
Yeah, they produce the stuff like Boerewors. They come out like almost every month or something, and so many different ranges and that. And so if you want to do something, stick to something. If you want to do Origins, you want to do Super 7, you want to do the cartoon MOTU stuff, crossovers, stick with one or two at most, I would say, because otherwise it just gets extremely overwhelming. I mean, you've got the new Netflix He-Man stuff, you've got the Revelations, you've got Origins, you've got cartoon,
you've got Masterverse, you've got
it's just
MOTU X Thundercats, you've got Turtles of Grayskull.
Turtles of Grayskull. Then the whole turtle ranges on their own as well. And like I said, all the Super 7s and all the other brands that are doing it, like Minico and all that, Funko Pops. I mean, it just never ends.
No.
So sort of like pick a lane and stay in the lane. Otherwise, it really gets overwhelming.
Absolutely. 100% indeed.
Okay, well, I mean, you can smash them open.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not just a ripper,
If it was me, it'd be like, the stuff would be all over the place.
It's not pretty. At this point, I really haven't found a nice way to detach it without destroying the front card art of it.
Okay.
So I do my little thing. I just loosen it with a knife, and then from the outside, and then I go towards the inside.
Okay.
So it takes a little bit.
I know that there are some cards that MOTU bring out, which they should do as a standard, is where the card slides out.
Yes.
So
It's completely collector friendly, where they slide the back cover off.
Yeah.
And that is actually beautifully done. I wish I could do it with all the figures.
So anyone from Mattel who's into the designing of the packaging, Vasai Ore, open those ears. Let's start getting it into that and making it a bit more collector friendly. Thank you.
Absolutely, it would be nice to be able to keep the cards as mint as possible without destroying the front cover art.
I know, when we open the Hot Wheels, we'll use acetone and stuff, but it's because the cards are easier. It absorbs the acetone from the back.
Yep.
So if you actually take the Hot Wheels, flip it over, smear it with acetone and a brush, and then it ciphers through to the glue, and the glue comes loose. This stuff is just a nightmare, honestly.
I've tried that.
But I like the way you're doing it, though. It's a lot better than me just ripping the shit out of it. Because you can put that now, stick it back on, and because it's on the glue, the card art is on the glue, and you put it back properly, it'll look back to, original to a point. That's very cool, man.
We are free.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there's still some damage, something you can't get away from. The cardboard is a bit too thick. If anybody has any ideas, drop a comment below, please. I would love to know as to how you can remove it without damaging it. We've got your mini comic. Oh, let's start with this. Here's your Slippy. Your piece of paper inside shows you the different versions of Lionel that you can get your hands on. Not hands on, but to change him out, his figures, his vintage style, and his MOTU motif.
Okay.
And then inside we've got our mini comic. It basically just shows in this how Skeletor is looking for more power. He somehow comes across the Black Pyramid of Mumra.
Okay.
He calls on the ancient spirits of evil and becomes Skelra. And that's unfortunately goes into a different dimension where there is Third Eternia. And that's how they cross over with the Masters of the Universe. So it's very, very interesting. But yeah, it's
now,
the start of a story.
Are they one story, one book, or do they flow in a wave like through three?
I don't know that yet.
Okay.
I haven't
we'll
had
open the rest and we'll see how it goes, because that would be something interesting if you want to have like the range of the little books, whether they per story or...
The mini comics are going to be the same in wave one. They're always the same in the wave.
See, expert.
So in the wave, it will be the same comic book for all the characters.
Come on, Mattel. I'm sure there's artists out there. I know a few here locally that are damn good that can write you little books like that per figure. Stop being so cheap.
So yeah.
Just as an FYI.
I didn't bring my nail clippers with to release Lionel.
Well, that one we can just show because we've got the open one. So that's him in his He-Man outfits. All the other stuff like the original belt, the hair, and the top part of the boots that you've got on the vintage looking one, if you want to call it that, has been swapped out. It comes as part of the package at the back. I think you can, if you turn it around, you can see the items are packaged at the back and on the side. You can swap out his hand, so that all comes with.
Yes, absolutely. So you can display them whichever way you want, or you can do like me. You can have two versions and display them whichever way you want, or both ways. Or you can buy three and have one unopened. It's really up to you if you got that kind of money.
Yeah, I'll stick to two. I'm not too keen on the He-Man crossover. What?
Yeah,
just not what I'm.
Not you into, yeah. So I think they look pretty cool. I love the harness that he's got going, and
this arm shield looks pretty rad.
It's very, very nicely done.
And yeah, like you said, the armor belt that looks like the He-Man belt, but it's got the Thundercats symbol. It's different. It's still too He-Man-ish for me. I like it with the blue chest piece or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I mean,
it's going to be a struggle if you're only going to buy the one figure. It's going to be such a struggle to decide how you're going to display it. It really is, yeah.
So buy more than one. We'll get you more than one.
For me, I like the He-Man look, but with the vintage hair as opposed to the gladiator look. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Maximus. What's?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, that's Lino, Thundercats crossover. See if we can balance that there. So that is the new Lino MOTU X Thundercats.
I can't wait to see if since Chitara can go full vintage, because
she can.
They
all can. Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Another one. Yeah. I'll have to get two of each of these one day. Oh. They all can actually. The Tigra and the Panthro.
Oh yeah, Panthro was my guy.
We're gonna drop some images on the screen shortly. You'll see what they look like. They can also go vintage.
Okay.
Full vintage.
That's where I wanted at.
So yeah, we'll pull some of those and we'll drop them on the screen around about now. And yeah, it's actually a very, very beautifully done figure.
Next unboxing, I'll give you mine, so you can just rip them open.
No, dude, no, I can't. When I heard you say, "Oh no, you took your figures and you shot them from a distance," I was like, "Oh, so much pain, so much pain." My figures were my friends when I didn't have very many friends.
Oh, I had so much stuff. Bionic 6, Ring Raiders.
Oh, dude.
All that stuff. And I left home at 18, came back, in and out a few times. And yeah, the one time I wanted them, and I'm like, hey, where's my stuff? It seemed to have been given away. So, yeah. But it is what it is.
That's when you go visit the Salvation Army and ask for it back.
Go to war with the Salvation Army. There we go.
So, alright. So, I'm not going to fully release her offhand. I'll probably do a thing, but the harness does come off around the front. Boots, of course, as well, in front here. On the wrist, she's actually got her staff holder. So the staff in the cartoon, in normal Thundercats cartoon, it's about just a little bit bigger than fist size, and it actually extends to full size, yeah. So this is something that Vintage never had, was the small staff that would attach to the wrist. As you can see here, we've got a Vintage Chitara as well. Got his spots all over, the cheetah spots on the figure. Don't think, yeah, she's got a few cheetah spots, and there's a few cheetah spots on the Vintage head style as well. So very, very nice figure yet again.
Does the Vintage move at the back?
Yes, it does.
I wonder, none of these ones do, right? So the Lino, compared to the Vintage, where his arm goes up with the sword, that doesn't do it either. So there's no movement on them. It's more static figures.
It's and I can probably tell you why as well. It's the whole changing and pulling out of the arms and the legs and swapping the features around.
To be able to remove all the stuff, it's not just okay. So to
you
get to the Vintage, you've got to pull off
the arms and the waist and the head, and yeah.
Oh wow!
It becomes quite a thing, and it takes a little bit of effort to get it off. So give it a bit of a wiggle when pulling it. Don't just pop it off outright, because you're gonna.
So I presume it's gonna be like a little, like the others are, a little ball.
Yes.
With a thin little piece.
Yes.
If you don't work it, it's probably strong.
Yes,
but
it is.
If you're really going to manhandle it, you're gonna break it off, and then you're gonna have a pirate liner.
Yeah. Pig leg. Line R. So yeah, the parts do fit very, very snugly together, very, very nicely together. Yet again, very, very nice figures, very, very awesome. Put this underneath each other. So yeah, no action features. It's the same with Flying Fist He-Man.
Okay.
And Terraclaw Skeletor. Because you're swiveling the waist, the arms move as you swivel the waist.
Okay.
So there's a mechanic inside that prevents or stops you from taking the arms off to replace the arms on those two figures.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. And also on the Battle Armor He-Man, that is also why the Battle Armor changer on the Origins line is smaller. Because of the pegs on the new Origins figures are on the arms going into the body.
Okay.
And on the Vintage line, the pegs were on the body popping into the arms.
Crazy.
That's why a lot of the mechanics.
We've got enough figures
changed
at the bottom here to we'll do some unboxings and pulling up of some of that stuff and just, checking it out and ripping some of showing you the difference between the Masterverse Revelations and that, and the Origins and cartoon. And yeah, we'll just stay tuned. Like, subscribe, comment, get your ass back here. We're going to do a lot more. The one that I really want you to open
before we get there.
The card.
The card art. Okay, so here is something interesting. We have a Trapjaw crossover.
No, this guy got a crossover.
A crossover.
Oh man, look at that. I almost said it looks like Shredder.
Oh no,
This
no,
is gonna
no,
be
no.
sick, man. Oh wow, yeah, that is pretty cool, man.
So I have not seen that before. That was a bit of a surprise for me. Yeah, you can have a look at that. You can see you can change it in and out with the
Oh, the vintage.
the
Oh
vintage
yeah,
versus the.
that's how mine's gonna stand.
Yeah.
My first crush.
She was a hot one for a lot of young men back in the
And
day.
fast.
Yeah.
Fast. Let's talk American fast. Oh, that's brilliant. I'm definitely, when I take the figure, I'm gonna pull all this nonsense off and keep that. So I'll have a whole bunch of extra He-Man, posable Thundercats here, if you want to call it that.
Put those together.
This is the one I have been waiting for a long time. Ever since I saw
Battle
that
Catman.
it's coming out, it was something totally unique.
I am Adam, Prince of Eternia and defender of the secrets of Castle Grayskull. This is Cringer, my fearless friend. Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said, "By the power of Grayskull!" Cringer became the mighty Battle Cat.
So let's get him going.
I'm like, super keen to see this.
Please, people that know how to open this without destroying the back art, please don't cringe and just tell me how. Yeah. Fortunately, it's the best I can do it. I've tried craft knife. It's a little too soft
Okay.
to be able to manage this as to what I'm doing now. I use a craft knife and a nail clipper once I've released the figure to get him off of this.
Okay.
So at the back side, I'll just like nip the one end with a nail clipper and then I'll pull the thread through.
The plastic stretches, dude. I just take it and pull him by the waist and just
Yes.
pull it out, and eventually it comes out.
Yes, it does. It does. Don't demean my art, please.
That's a lot of fun.
Just shred a little bit there in the one corner. Benny? Oh no.
Oh man,
Have a first.
dude, this thing's heavy, eh?
They are. They're actually very,
Ooh, and he's got like mean ass like terror claws.
They
If you want to call it that.
They're nicely weighted. They're
Man,
not too
I
light.
love this.
They don't feel hollow. They don't feel like you're gonna just drop it and it's gonna shatter into 6,000 pieces. It's very. It's decently weighted. Very
Okay, so
decently weighted.
you can't change his boots and stuff
No.
for his feet.
Nope. But he
But you
does.
can take off all the He-Man armor if you want, like the Cringer armor.
Yep.
That when he turns into Battle Cat, that orange, brownish, reddish, whatever you want to call it, color, you can actually take that off and have a bit more of a vintage looking figure if you wanted
Yeah.
to call it that, with just the cross,
Yes.
like He-Man type belt.
Mm-hmm.
But what's interesting, what is supposed to go at the back? Maybe you can tell me.
Let's have a look.
He's got like two little hole thingies there, but there's no weapons. Unless the claws go. I don't think the claws can go there.
I don't know, in all rightfulness.
Ooh,
I
that's
really
gonna
don't
be an
know.
interesting-
That is something new. That is something new. Let's have a look here quickly. If there's something on his card art. We've got Beastman.
Oh, no way, he's a beast man.
A
It's this dude
Beastman.
over here.
So Benny can have a show you there quickly. See if we can get him released.
Yes, but he looks very original though.
But look at his harness. His harness is different.
No, it's, yeah.
It looks kind of like Jackalman.
We'll zoom in and get some card art pics and put them up somewhere either here or here in the video. Oh yeah. This is so cool.
More there. Looks like that's it.
It actually looks like he's from. Look at this picture. He looks like he's actually from Warcraft.
Yeah.
Like a Warcraft vibe.
He is free. I think there's something holding him down here. Let's just shoot quickly. Unless. Ah, we go. No, nothing.
Oh, decent packaging.
There you go.
No, this is like the ultimate, man. This is so cool. Yeah, actually, it feels to me a lot bigger than the liner does.
He will be bigger, but even feel liner. Think about how your Origins feels. Even the liner feels a bit heavier.
Oh no, definitely. A lot sturdier, a lot more. I don't know, a lot better made.
Definitely, yeah.
This is crazy. I really love you.
Why, thank you, darling.
Oh, this is crazy. I would just definitely not a J. It's like an Allen key.
Yeah, but
Which is
they
crazy.
usually are like that. On some of the original figures,
Okay.
there's also of those, but not on the harness, like on the vehicles or
Yeah,
on
so
the
it's
horse
gonna
as
be.
well.
I don't know. This is blowing my mind. I don't know what's supposed to go there.
Yeah.
And there's nothing on the actual clause that shows that it can clip in there or something.
No,
Like,
definitely doesn't seem to be. Don't know what would fit there, in all honesty. I haven't watched a lot of videos lately. Ooh, 16 points of articulation on all figures. Actually,
16 points.
Yeah.
So you can, but the only thing you can't do is throw a middle finger.
No, unfortunately, his fingers aren't movable.
Waiting for that one with liner just goes up yours. But
But yeah, the arms move very, very nicely.
okay.
Legs are nice.
He's really a sick figure. I love that.
Take his helmet off.
Really awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Check the fur.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. You see, this whole He-Man armor crap doesn't work for me.
He's got awesome fur
I would just
on his face.
take off all that stuff and like maybe just the upper body stuff, the arms and the shoulder, and then obviously the more gladiator barbarian looking helmet thing.
For me, because
it looks good.
For me, because it's a figure that has never been, or a crossover figure that hasn't been done before, I would leave him like this. This is fine for me. This is one figure I would not go double on.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I mean, there's not many changes you can do. It's either armor on, armor off.
yeah,
Not like He-Man looking, vintage looking.
yes.
But yeah, it definitely has the Terraclaw Skeletor vibes on it.
Speaking of, I'm actually just looking at these now after unboxing. They actually clip over the hands as opposed to what Terraclaw Skeletor did.
Which is on the wrist.
Yeah, and it doesn't, and the Terraclaw Skeletor doesn't clip so nicely.
Oh, that is so cool because now you can keep your forearm armor on.
Yes.
Oh, that's damn skippy, man. Damn skippy. Thanks, JP. Really appreciate all the efforts today and you opening and showing everybody the items. May you be blessed with your collection. And have you at the table? It's not round, but you one of my nights in Shining Armor when it comes to this type of stuff. I'm learning every day, as I'm sure everybody watching has learned something today. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Catch you again.
Thanks, my man.
Do the things, like and subscribe.
There you go.
May not mean a lot to you, but it means a lot to us.
And it's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Helps us to get more stuff like this. Open them up, rip them open. So you guys don't have to if you don't want to. But it's always fun. Have a blessed day.
Thank you. Bye.